talking about this on our Facebook page, asking who you'd like to see replace the congressman. So if you're on Facebook, log on and give us your thoughts. The Battleship Alabama will soon celebrate 50 years of attracting visitors and sharing the United States military experience with all ages.
I can remember the battleship when I was little. Launched just a couple of months after Pearl Harbor, the USS Alabama completed several successful assignments in World War II, including shelling Japan. The Alabama was decommissioned in 1947.
Bill Tunnell is the executive director of the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial. Tunnell recently sat down with our Eric Reynolds to talk about why the park is a special place, his more than 20 years of service to its visitors, and how in the 1960s he actually participated in the efforts to bring the battleship to the port city.
Here's the interview.
Back in 1964, I was a senior in high school and been part of the almost 1 million kids that gave money across the state of Alabama to bring the ship here. And we had no idea that there was even a battleship USS Alabama existed. We chipped in Nichols Downs quarters, raised about $100,000 of the $1 million.
Years ago, Bill Tunnell developed a lasting connection with the USS Alabama battleship. Today, as executive director of the Memorial Park, he's responsible for thousands of visitors every year having a memorable experience. When the position became available in 1991, Tunnell was director of tourism for Mobile's Convention and Visitors Bureau.
They called me up and says, hey, do you want the job? I had been marketing the battleship and Battleship Park for 4 years, and it was a natural extension of me to be, when offered the opportunity to come over here to jump at it. But I've been here since Veterans Day of 1991, which is not a better way to start a job.
The son of a naval aviator who received his wings at NAS Pensacola, Tunnell was not able to serve for health reasons. But he's proud of how he's serving at the Memorial Park.
I've been, living that dream of being able to be a part of saluting and honoring and remembering. It's been an incredible experience for me. I mean, to be able to be here for 22 years and represent America. We're mom, pop, and apple pie. We wouldn't be sitting here free today if it wasn't for people that manned this battleship and all the other weapons of peace.
Tunnell believes the acreage on the causeway by the bay is special.
175 acres dedicated to all branches of the United States Armed Forces. We've got 28 historic aircraft. We've got the submarine, which is America's oldest submarine. 9,382 people died wearing the uniform from the state of Alabama in combat from the beginning of World War I through the end of the year 2000.
The Battleship Alabama is the main attraction. It can be seen by millions who travel Interstate 10. Tunnell says it's become an iconic symbol of the state.
They're intrigued by just the overall size. She's longer than 2 football fields and weighs about 90 million pounds right now and could go 32 miles an hour and shoot a shell 21 miles. It's an amazing adventure for people to come in here when they see the cramped quarters that 2,500 men lived in. That changes their perspective.
The battleship's story is also about its crew.
There was 6,322 that served on this ship, and there's probably less than, gosh, if I said 300 right now. Youngest one is 85, that they were glad the ship survived because so many of the ships were cut up. We're telling their story, trying to defeat 2 very powerful opponents. Highly appreciative of the fact that their story is getting told, but to tell America that, hey, we not only were good, but we won. Our curatorial staff over the last 3 years has been going through the ship and redoing all the compartments. We're taking it back to the 1940s to make sure that it's all the way that they would have seen it if they come on when the ship was fully manned.
It takes money to keep the battleship updated for today's visitors. Tunnell says there's always a need at the National Historic Landmark.
Money is always going to be the biggest challenge. Money and age. Right now, I could spend $15 million more right now in preservation and restoration.
Weather and the economy are also challenges.
We actually had the worst end of both Hurricane Ivan and Hurricane Katrina. 3 years later, we got $4 gas. Then 2 years after that is BP oil spills. We're always constantly aware of what's coming our way. On my phone, I've probably got, probably about 8 weather apps.
The Battleship Park experience attracts visitors both curious and patriotic. Tunnell says as it nears its 50th year, it continues to be a major attraction.
We had an economic impact for the city of Mobile last year of $32 million. And that's with 279,000 paid visitors and about another 100,000 more that came to visit. Patriotism in America is, I don't care what anybody says, it's still on the rise. There's no doubt that there is a strong, strong feeling for those values that America stands for and this ship stands for. And we hope that we meet the expectation that they have when they come in. We hope they walk out of here saying, wow, that was a great experience.
In Mobile, Eric Reynolds, Fox 10 News.
The USS Alabama battleship is one of the state's top tourist attractions. In the past 48 years, it has made a $500 million impact on Alabama's economy just from admission sales.
Since the Gulf War in 1990.